9 years ago, when our board member at the time called me to consider working for the foundation, I didn't know anything about the Catholic Foundation. So it was a seed that had been planted in my heart. And I had the opportunity to really meet the board of directors and really make a decision of what was the best thing for me to be able to move careers and begin to work with the Catholic Foundation. I have been able to witness the love in our parishioners' hearts year after year, day after day, working with our people. That is the one thing that gives me the most joy every single day.
Knowing that we are helping every parish, every school, every ministry in this diocese. The Catholic Foundation, where we do give our annual distribution, is given hundreds of thousands of dollars to our diocese and its various ministries every year. So it's just, that's probably the biggest part of why I love doing it.
I think the biggest blessing that I've experienced through the foundation is witnessing the impact that we have had on so many people, from our Catholic schools and our students and their faces when they light up, when they have tuition assistance, and knowing that the family has access to Catholic education, to witnessing in a food distribution line the families that are getting food that they need to serve their families that month, to watching our seminarians be ordained, so many within the last couple of years, being able to serve our diocese because of the generosity of our people through the Foundation for Seminary and Education. Witnessing that impact, watching that grow has just been the biggest blessing that I think that our foundation can give back to the diocese, but also for me to be able to witness.
The foundation provides extraordinary value for our schools. Costs of a quality Catholic education are going to continue to rise in the next few decades. There's no getting around that. To provide an excellent Catholic education can be expensive. In order to do that on a high level, to continue to provide a Catholic education, we're going to need to partner even closer with our Catholic Foundation for the future of our schools, so that our schools will have dedicated endowments established and built up over time to continuously and annually support the operations of our schools.
The Catholic Foundation and getting involved with the Catholic Foundation is not just about making an impact today. It's about making your vision, the things that you love, the things that you care about, the generosity for today, for tomorrow, for long after my children, my grandchildren, your grandchildren are still able to be here and to witness.
At one point we set goals of what we would like to do over a 5-year period, and we have far exceeded that. So the people have been very generous to the foundation, which in turn is generosity to our diocese.
In Catholic education, we divide everything we do into 4 domains: Catholic identity, leadership, academic excellence, and operational vitality. In the operational vitality domain, they provide us with full support in everything from giving days to grant writing, to the own internal grants that they provide to our schools, to consulting and information, so many things. In addition, they help us build community as well.
A donation made to the Catholic Foundation is endowed to a particular ministry or school or church, and that money will be there forever. So it doesn't go on the whims of someone wanting this or wanting that. The money is professionally managed, and our board of directors would make the distribution each year. It makes it a lasting legacy to that organization.
I really encourage our donors and the people within our diocese to truly think about the impact that they can make over a lifetime, over generations. When you give to the Catholic Foundation, those endowed funds are making a perpetual impact on the things that matter most to you year after year after year. That's what matters most. We are gonna be here today, tomorrow, and long into the future, and you wanna make sure that your legacy is truly being lived out.
When my son, Father Patrick Riviere, got ordained as the priest, I actually started 2 endowments myself. First one was in his honor, which was the Father Patrick Riviere Endowment for Seminary and Education. And then I also formed one that we call the St. John Vianney Endowment for Priest Retirement. So those were really 2 things: educating new seminarians and taking care of the priests once they do retire. These guys have given their life to us, the church, their God. So we have to help bring new men into formation so that we can keep our great priests. Secondly, we have to take care of the priests once they decide it's time to retire.
We have 10 Catholic schools within our diocese. Each year, all of our Catholic schools receive distributions from endowed funds through the Catholic Foundation for tuition assistance, for STEM programs, for their operational expenses, for lots of little details that make the schools operate and fund. We're making that possible year after year after year. They don't even have to think about it. It's just happening without them.
It costs far more to educate our Catholic students than we charge in tuition. We fill that gap through the generosity of our community, through the support of our Catholic Foundation in helping us write grants and providing support for our giving days, and also hosting the endowments that we have set up for all of our Catholic schools to support our operational vitality and really the long-term sustainability of our schools.
The future of our foundation is very, very bright. We have a strong board of 16 board members that have a vision for the next 5 to 10 years, ensuring that we are going to be able to not just continue what we're doing, but to grow what we're doing. We have a desire to be able to one day fund our seminary education at 100%. That tuition assistance is going to be provided to any child within our Catholic schools that needs it. That vision for growth, that vision for excitement and impact is very alive with not just myself, with all of our board members, each one of our staff members, because we see the impact every single day of what's happening within our diocese.
In the next few years and in the coming decades, it will become imperative for us to even grow and strengthen our partnership with the Catholic Foundation. The Catholic schools in the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux and the Foundation, as we go forward in time, need to be in lockstep. If we're going to continue to excel and promote the Catholic faith and Catholic education in our diocese, the operational vitality of the schools will have to be as strong as possible. We cannot do that without the foundation.
I see great things for the future. I mean, we have people that, we right now in the part of what we call Legacy Sunday, we use 10 parishes as kind of a pilot. And what we're doing is asking people just to look at the future. Do you love your church? You had this church for your whole life. Do you want people behind you to be able to enjoy the church? So what it does is ask people to consider, putting their church, their school in their will, or maybe leaving a portion of a life insurance policy or retirement plan to the church or to whatever entity they would love, and so that are ways we can do things. So I see a really great future for the Catholic Foundation.
For those who have supported Catholic education in the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux, for those who have supported our Catholic Foundation of South Louisiana, thank you for your generosity. The beauty about your support of our schools and our foundation is that you are planting seeds of virtue, of good citizenship, and of our Catholic faith for many future generations. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank all of our donors who have just made the Catholic Foundation what it is. Our growth has been unbelievable over the last few years, and I just want to thank everyone who has done it. And I want to thank our future donors and ask those who may be considering making a donation to the foundation.
Thank you so much for your trust in the foundation. Thank you for your faith in us to really make sure that you have a legacy that you're proud of, in honor of your family members, yourself, the loved ones that have gone before us. Thank you so much for making sure that we can have generations to come of support.